Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. And hopefully, thank God, hopefully you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. So we're going to talk about predicting where every team's number one prospect is going to be a year from now. There's all 30 teams. Happy holidays, that's Merry Christmas. We'll start at the teams. We're going to start at. And this is all in alphabetical order. So if you Mets fan, you're going to have to wait a little bit. This is from the Angels. Right now they have Caden Dana as right-handed pitcher. He's their best prospect right now. Next year, expect Jace Laviolette, outfielder. And they will have the number 2 pick. We have the Angels taking Texas A&M slugger Laviolette with the number 2 pick. I will have plenty of videos in 2025 on the draft. So this is the one thing this channel will do a lot of moving forward. So if you like that stuff, hit the subscribe button. Next up, the Astros. Cam Smith, who was acquired in the Kyle Tucker trade. He'll be the big prospect this year and next year. Recently acquired from the Cubs in the Kyle Tucker trade. Smith is one of 10 first rounders from 2024 forecast to rank as the team's best prospect next December. Next up, the A's. The Philadelphia, Kansas City, here we come. Oakland, Las Vegas, Sacramento. It doesn't matter. Nomad, homeless athletics. This year will be shortstop Jacob Wilson. And next year will be first baseman Nick Kurtz. A's will pass the torch from the 23 first round to their 2024 first rounder, neither of whom will require much time in the minors. The A's are going to be much better, I think, than people realize. They were not bad last year. They were getting better as the season went on, and that lineup is pretty good. Next up, the Blue Jays. Right now, it's right-handed pitcher Trey Yasavage. And next year will be Arjun Namala. After an early season slump and time in the development list, Namala slashed .265 with 13 homers in his final 53 games as an 18-year-old in Single A. The Braves are up. The scum-sucking Braves. Left-handed pitcher Cam Caminiti will be this year and next. Consensus top high school pitcher in the 2024 draft has 3 potential plus pitches and athleticism on his side. He's going to take a while to develop. Next up, the Brewers. Right now, it's Jefferson Quarles, a catcher. Next year will be Jesus Maid, shortstop and third baseman. He has yet to make his U.S. debut, but looks like a potential 2025 shortstop or third baseman with a strong arm for every position. Next up is the Cardinals, and we have J.J. Weatherholt, shortstop, second baseman, with this year and next. Weatherholt might have gone number 1 overall in the 24 draft if not for a hamstring injury. His pure hitting ability should make him a steal at number 7. The Cubs. Right now we got infielder Matt Shaw. Next year we'll have, according to MLB.com, Cade Horton, a right-handed pitcher. Horton was making a case for being the team's best pitching prospect before straining his right lat in late May, and the Cubs will ease him back next season. The Diamondbacks. This year is Jordan Lawler, shortstop, and next year will be Drew Jones, an outfielder. After injuries ruined his first 2 seasons in Pro Bowl, Jones is starting to show why he went second overall in the 2022 draft. He's the son of Andrew Jones. It'll be interesting to see if Andrew Jones gets into the Hall of Fame this year, and he should. Next up are the Dodgers. Right now it's Dalton Rushing, a catcher, outfielder. Next year will be Josu DePaula, outfielder. DePaula is still just 19, but he already has handled high A, and his huge offensive ceiling is obvious. And the Dodgers always do a great job developing great players. Right now, the Giants' best prospect is Bryce Elbridge, a first baseman. Next year will be Jay Dobbs, an outfielder. The writer says, I'm not fully sold that Eldridge will graduate next year, but if he does, Dibbs' penchant for making good swing decisions and hard contact will make him a worthy successor. The Guardians. Right now, at second base is Travis Bazzana. And next year will be Jason Chourio. Now, I would mention about Bazzani, he's probably going to be playing every day in the majors with the Guardians. I think that he'll get a good shot at it in spring training. Chourio may not have older brother Jackson's power, but he's a switch hitter with otherwise solid or better tools across the board. Interesting. But Chourio, his brother, does a great job. He's really good at everything. Next up are the Mariners. We got Colton Emerson, shortstop, second base, now be for next year as well. The Mariners have a lot of impressive young hitters, and Emerson's combination of bat-to-ball skills and developing power makes him the best of the bunch. Next up, the Marlins. They have Thomas White, left-handed pitcher, this year and next year. White showed the possibility of 3+ pitches and looked more advanced than expected, while carving up high A hitters at age 19. The one thing about the Marlins, they have zero talent in minor leagues in terms of position players. They have a lot of pitching, no position players. The Mets, if you're a Met fan, you want to hear. This year will be Brandon Sprout, right-handed pitcher. And next year will be Jet Williams, shortstop, outfield. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the development of Carson Bench from Oklahoma takes place. Williams' hitting ability, patience plus speed, and sneaky power for a 5'6" guy might make him an ideal leadoff man. We'll see about him. That was the one thing. He got picked, 11th overall in the 2022 draft by the Mets. But the belief is that if he was a bigger kid, if he was over 6 feet tall, he would have went much higher in the draft. So he's a guy to keep an eye on. And like I said, Carson Bench could be on this at some point. The Nationals will have the number 1 pick this year in 2025. This year they got Dylan Cruz, who's the number 2 pick of the 2023 draft. And then next year they're saying that Ethan Holiday, who's not with any team right now, will probably be picked number 1. The Nationals will replace our current number 1 prospect in the top 100 list with the number 1 overall pick in next year's draft. He's obviously the brother of Jackson Holiday and the son of Matt Holiday, and he does not look like he's 10 years old, like Jackson does. Next up, the Orioles. We got Kobe Mayo, third base, first base this year, and then next year we got Samuel Baslow, catcher, first base. Baslow reached AAA 2 weeks after his 20th birthday, but the Orioles lineup is crowded and his catching needs work, so he may not graduate to the big leagues in 2025. Next up is this year's Ethan Salas, the catcher. And next year will be Leo Dallas DeVries, shortstop. Now, Salas isn't going to graduate to San Diego's 19-year-old next summer. He's very good, but DeVries is better. Okay? Ethan Salas is considered the best catching prospect in the game. The Phillies. We got Alden Miller, a shortstop. Their baseman Miller will be the guy next year. Miller will be on the short list of the best offensive prospects in baseball by the end of 2025. Next up, the Pirates. Right now is Bubba Chandler, right-handed pitcher. And next year will be Connor Griffin, shortstop, outfielder. Griffin possesses the best all-around tools in the 24 draft and could be a 30-30 guy who provides quality defense at short or wins gold gloves in center field. Interesting. For the Rangers, we got Sebastian Walcott. This year and next year. Walcott doesn't get enough credit for hitting .265 with 54 extra base hits and 27 steals in 121 games between high A and double A at age 18. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up when he gets to the majors, because obviously they got Corey Seager at short. Here we got the Rays. We got Carson Williams, shortstop. Next year, Theo Gillen, outfielder. A guy who was the best hitter in the 24 prep class and also has plus raw power and well above average speed. Gillen flies under the radar more than he should. Red Sox. This year's Roman Anthony, outfielder. Next year will be Franklin Arias, shortstop. Though Marcelo Mayer, number 7 on the top 100, has more pop, the less heralded Arias offers more speed and superior defense at shortstop. Next up, the Reds, who are going to be a very interesting team. They're going to be very competitive in the National League Central. They're going to be really tough, especially with that manager. They got the best manager in the division. They have Chase Burns, a right-handed pitcher, and the son of Luke Collier, Cam Collier, will be next year. Collier played 2 full seasons in the minors as a teenager, boosting his OPS 93 points while making the jump the high A last season and out-homering his age. Next up, the Rockies. Got Charlie Condon, one of the big hitters in the college ball this year and next year. The rough debut doesn't scare anybody, as they'll continue to believe in the guy with the best combination of hitting ability, power, and plate discipline in the 2024 draft. Next up, the Royals. Jack Caglianone, and he'll be for next year too. The comment on Condon and his debut also applies to Caglianone, who generates some of the best raw power you'll ever see. They call him Jack Tani, and he's a left-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher. He'll probably be basically an everyday player. He's not going to be a pitcher for long. Next up, the Tigers. Jackson Jobe right now, and then Max Clark next year. Imagine Clark as Pete Crow Armstrong with a little less defense but better hitting ability and speed. The Twins, Walker Jenkins, a lot of 23 guys. Outfielder, and he'll be next year too. Jenkins is depicted ranked number 1 in the top 100 a year from now, though it's possible he could graduate to the majors this season at age 20. Next up are the White Sox, the horrible, terrible, historically bad White Sox. Nola Schultz, left-handed pitcher this year, and then next year, Hagen Smith, another left-handed pitcher. Schultz is so dominant that he may force his way to Chicago at age 21, but the White Sox have another overwhelming lefty ready to headline their list. Finally, on this list, I'm sure you're waiting. The New York Yankees. Right now, they got an alien and Jason Dominguez, a.k.a. the Martian, at the top. And then next year, they'll have George Lombard Jr. Look for Lombard to be one of the breakout prospects of 25 as he continues to develop at the plate, while providing quality defense at shortstop. Well, let me know what you think about this video. And of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Head too, and I'll see you later.